this flow, then it's
Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how I made the first drop of my new song called Impulse, which is out now on Festival Trap. So the main growl sounds like this. Here's the serum patch, just basic shapes. LFO1 modulating level on oscillator A and B, and drive in mix on the distortion. LFO2 goes to FM from B and frequency on the EQ. A bit different shape, pay attention to this, really important. LFO3 goes to level of noise, which is this chorus noise. LFO4 goes to filter mix, which is comps. So it just activates on the tail of the sound, so the transient is cleaner. And LFO5, pretty much the same situation. It modulates this cutoff. Okay, we also have this phaser 12 plus filter, and basically that's it in Serum. Outside of Serum, we have this shifter. I automated course. So it goes from 0 to plus 12, and from 0 to plus 6. It just makes this hype effect, like the sound and the tail always goes up a bit. Sounds pretty cool to me. And then there is Valhalla Room. So I just added this tiny reverb to create some space. Then we have a filter per Q. Yeah, standard stuff. You need to cut your lows, and I added some highs with the shelf. Then we have OTT, but just 40%. Then Rift, clip soft distortion. Then another OTT, 26%. And then we have Ozone 9 exciter, pretty nice thing for your high end. And then another EQ, cutting lows again, because if you add two OTTs and Rift, these low frequencies arrive again, let's get rid of them. And another high shelf, just like less than 2 dB shelf, but this tiny moves really make the sound. And then we have also imager, cutting the stereo image on the lows and making the sound a bit wider on the mid-range. And then the last thing is Soothe, just 16%. Okay, and that's it for the sound. We also have this sound. Okay, so this is pretty much exactly the same patch as in the first one when it comes to Serum. The main thing that changes right here is no shifter and this reverb mix automation. So I just created this huge space for this tiny phrase, and yeah, every single time it's a bit different when it comes to rhythm, just to make it all sound more interesting and kind of surprise the listener. And then we have this strange high synth, which is basically the same Serum patch, but the sine wave is -1, not -3, so it's 2 octaves higher. And yeah, I guess, there is no comps filter on this, so it's like a very clean version. I also automated reverb, so it's almost completely dry at the end of the phrase. And also, big part of this drop is the sub. It's a sine wave with this LFO1 that goes to chorus, So every single time the sub hits, it starts like octave higher. It just hits harder. And there is soft clip. Then we have fab filter per Q with high cut and erosion, shit ton of noise. Without noise, it sounds like this. And with noise, it sounds like this. Yeah, beautiful. Also, there's this 808 at the end of this part of the job. Again, sine wave. And I changed the distortion. There's also different EQ. I added rift, so 2 distortions on this sound. Clip sine, a lot of distortion. And there is a bit less of noise. And yeah, guys, that's it when it comes to growls and sub. And there's also like really simple drum section. Yeah, just kick, clap, hats, pretty standard stuff. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new, and see you guys in the next video.